And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and into the mouth of darkness we go! To the realm of evil! To the land of unluckiness! I'm running out of ideas here. So anyway, let's keep going. Let's start moving. Whoop. As we now have to head through this dump. As there's going to be chimeras and all kinds of things to fuck with my day. And it's going to take roughly 2 trips to even accomplish what we need to accomplish here. Usually. Alright. And he's down. Could luck out though, so. What, you found a hidden staircase? Whee! Okay. Let's use Radiant. Yay! Dragon. Die. Ow. Die. Pecker. And he's down. Oh no, he's not down. Oh, you buckstick. Oh, never a break, guys. Never a break. There we go. And down we go. Well, you know what? Hold on. You know what? I think we are in the right place. I'm forgetting if this dungeon has multiple stairs that lead to multiple outlets. I don't think so. The kiss dragon. He likes to do kissy poo. There we go. The enemies are starting to get a little nastier. If I do say so myself. Stone man. Da 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 da. He's a stone man. Ouch. Ow. Woo. Cutting that a little close. They moved a few steps. Let's just do a heal more here. And he's down. bring herbs. Ooh, Well, that's a dead end. So we just gotta beat him. And he's down. This fool. Oh, shit. Yeah, that time I didn't fall asleep. Not falling for it again, Demon Knight. If only we could get that crit to kick in like we did when we fought the one to get the armor. Alright, he's down. Oh boy. And to think, we're still not done yet. Nice. Nice. Not so nice because we don't really need gold at this point of the game. These guys. My kingdom for a crit. Oh, but he hit him a little harder that time. And he's down. Definitely gotta heal after that. I'd rather be safe than sorry. We've come this far, you know. That's not where we want to go. 90% sure. I think I just walked past the stairs, didn't I? Hey, we leveled! Always can use that. Yeah, we did. Still not there yet. He's gone. Whew. Get in there. There we go. And there's the Sword of Roto. Booker obtained the Sword of Rota. For anybody wondering, this is all actually Erdrick stuff. So if you're actually interested in the Dragon Quest timeline, just think of it as Erdrick and be done with it. Okay, so status. No, equip. And the Flame Sword. Sword of Rota. And let's get the hell out of Dodge. For what it's worth. Now with that said, here's the deal. We still got lots of HP. We're still doing pretty good on MP as well. What is our status right now? We just leveled to 18. To give ourselves the easiest time, we could work our way to roughly level 19. Doing so, well, we could even go to 20 for that, for what it's worth. So that'll be what we do. So what I'm going to do is go back into the dungeon, go down to the lower floors, and we'll burn through everything that's there until we have about 15 MP left. Warp out, and then return back to the town, restock on herbs, whatever else we need, and I'll meet you guys back here when we get there. I think that sounds like a pretty good plan. So let me go ahead and do that, and that's going to take probably another hour of grinding to at least hit 19. And if I get tired of grinding, then 19 it will be, and we'll get the rest sorted out later for what it's worth. So anyway, let me go ahead and take care of that, and then we'll be back. Okay, so I hit level 20. Our HP is 152, our MP is 118, and I think we are as good as it's gonna get. Going forward, so let us now dive into the depths. The leveling up actually didn't take as long as I thought it would. It only took about 30 minutes to get those 2 levels, really. When leveling up in this dungeon, of course, being what I had done. Now, our goal here is to kind of go as deep into the dungeon as humanly possible without using much of our items, because we get regenerative MP back. The only time we're going to want to cast any magic is usually for vision, just to make sure we can see where we're going. Beyond that, it's not necessary. I guess we could have brought torches with us to conserve MP, but I'm not going to make a big deal about that. Not really. Whoop. As we now will head through here. And, he's going to use heal more, but eventually he's not going to heal himself. And then we'll get him the second attack. So, this is a hands up. We should be immune to most... We should be able to fight most enemies here without too much issue now that we've reached level 20. We're still not one-shotting anything, but we're not two-shotting or three-shotting either. So... Search... Down we go. So let's go ahead and use a radiant. Let's see where we're going, right? Keep going here. And pretty much we're trying to get down to the 5th floor very much the same way we did when we were here last time. Except once we get to that 5th floor, we're doing something completely different. And we're not, like, roaming around for treasure or anything. Not that there was much treasure anyway, but in general, we're not doing any of that. Alright. Right here. And then this way we go. Up and over. Ignoring offshoots. Whoops. As I go down one of those offshoots, like jackass. And he's down. Nice. Get a drop on this guy. I'm not another stone man. I'm a stone man. Right. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Back on the 5th floor. We don't want to go this way at all. Ow. And he's down. So, back where those flamey torches were was where we went to get the sword. Just as a heads up. Ooh. Okay. I want to say... Dragon. And he's down. And there it is. The way to the next floor. So we might start bumping into some new enemy types here, just as a heads up. Dun dun dun. Nice. All right. Luckily, these floors are not too crazy. And thus we can see everything. Woo! And over here is a room full of arguably useful treasure. Depends on how you feel about that. The cursed belt we will not equip. This is cursed. The wing of the chimera. Which, if we need room, we'll dump it. Money. Nothing. A magic key. Nothing. Medical herb. Oh, and they drop it. Ah. Magic nut. Cool beans, because that's going to be somewhat useful. So, yay. Oh, come on. There we go. We got to make our way kind of up and over. Which is easier said than done, but we're pretty much there. We just got to get the rest of the way there. And he's down. Stonemen are the worst. That's fine. And he's down. Notice we haven't leveled either. Where are we at? We've gotten a lot of XP, but truly not enough to level up, if I don't think. Which really doesn't matter, because 20 is pretty darn good. Okay, we're going to have to use some of our herbs after this, just because. Oops. I have items. Guys can't take me anywhere. I don't think that's our maximum. Our maximum is like 150 something. Yeah. Still have a few more herbs left anyway, just in case. Little fucker. Ah. Come on, get him. Yeah. It's like we just barely don't kill him when we do that. Okay, guys, the moment of truth. We want to make sure that we are ready in every way, shape, and form, healed up as much MP as we can, because there's a lot of luck involved in this battle, regardless of what level that you are. There's a lot of luck involved in this fight, and so mainly it's because the Dragon Lord can put you to sleep, and you can't prevent him from doing it. And it just sucks. So there's a bit of luck that comes with this fight. You've come, fucker. I am the King of Kings. I am King Dragon. I've been waiting for you, so you're the young man destined to arrive. If you want to be my ally, I'll give you half the world, fucker. What do you say? Won't you be my ally? Never! What? You don't want half the world? How disappointing. Wouldn't you like to reconsider? Never! Well then, by all means try to defeat me, foolish mortal. You'll realize what true suffering is. If you agree, you end up getting like a game over, pretty much. If you agree to help him, so... you know, gonna ever get fucked. Alright. So, it's really up to us to keep our HP rather high. The stop spell and everything else isn't really going to do much. We're keeping our HP high because at any point he could put us to sleep, and that would be really bad. Ooh, nice crit! Yeah! But it can't be that easy, right? You have of the world of darkness. Now your journey is over. Get some rest. Wahaha. And thus he turns into the Dragon King. We gotta whip his ass again. Damn it. Nice. Get him. Nice. Come on. And Dragon King is defeated. Fucker takes the ball of light from the Dragon Lord's hand. A dazzling light flowed out all around from the ball of light. Yay! Peace returned to the world. We are just that fucking awesome, my friends. As you can see, peace is here. All the swamps look like they've got flowers in them. We're free to move about the country. What you can do is you can talk to all the people of the world and they'll have nice things to say to you. All that stuff, but if you really want to just move things forward, which we're going to do, use the return spell. And let's do this. We'll go into the castle and talk to His Majesty. Ah, fucker, the legend has come true. You are truly the descendant of the legendary warrior Roto, or Erdrick, depending on what version you're playing. You are a suitable person to rule this world. What? You don't want to take the place of me and rule this country? He spoke out. No, if there's a country for me to rule, then it must be one that I will find myself. I see, if that's so, then don't let me stop you. Fucker, please take care as you set out on your journey. Please wait for me. I can accompany you on your journey. Will you please take me with you? No, I must go to London. Of course we're going to take you with us. We need sandwiches. I mean, I'm such a monster. Come now then, fucker. Start your new journey. Alright, we're going to do it. Yeah, play them trumpets. And there it is, guys. We have completed the first Dragon Quest game. This translation's rough, still, right? But it's still a fine translation. I do like how you know, the arcs more like Erdrick and whatnot is done more in the they went more for the English terminology than they did with the Japanese ones in later years. Um, Regardless of how anybody feels about that, though, getting back on point. I mean, this when we talk about like games from when we talk about these old JRPGs and which ones have aged well and which ones haven't, it is very clear that Dragon Quest, the first Dragon Quest, hasn't really aged very well. At no fault of its own. I mean, it was one of the first games of its type. It is actually, this is pretty much the granddaddy of all JRPGs. With that said, is it worth playing today? It really just depends. If you're a hardcore Dragon Quest fan, then it's a must play on your list. It's not that long. A blind playthrough of this probably would take you maybe 12 hours, maybe 13. If you're using a guide or something, it shouldn't take you longer than like 8 hours, maybe, to beat it. And that's, you know, if you even think so. I think I had my timer going, and it took us about 7 hours and 45 minutes, give or take. And I, you know, have vague memories of where to go, and as long as you're going to all the towns and stuff, you're halfway through, you know, the game at that point. As far as a lot of the other elements of it go, I mean, it was one of the first of its kind. It predates Final Fantasy 1, I believe. And it you know, whether you like these old retro JRPGs or not is completely subjective. I think Final Fantasy 1 ages better than Dragon Quest 1 for sure. But I definitely would say this is a solid, you know, 4 out of 10. You know, as far as the storyline in the series goes, there's not much here. There's not much going on. It hasn't aged well. I'm not going to grade it based on that benefit that it was the first of its kind, because that's not fair. But I'm not going to punish it because of that. I'm not going to sit here and go, it's the fucking worst game ever made. But I will sit there and say, compared to other games in the Dragon Quest series, it hasn't aged that well. But it's still delightful. I enjoy playing it. To be honest with you, I haven't played it in about 8 or 9 years now. But I will say that you know, again, if you're a big Dragon Quest fan, this is a must play. You got to play every Dragon Quest in the main numeric series, as far as I'm concerned. If you're a hardcore Dragon Quest fan. If you're just curious about where JRPGs got their start, this is also a game worth playing. If you want to get that feel for what it was like being in the 80s, definitely play the original Dragon Quest. I would say it's probably better to play this version just because it's a little more smoothed out with its conflicts. You can get a translation patch for it. At the same place I got it for Phantasy Star 3. However, if you don't have access to this, definitely there's a Game Boy Advanced one that's pretty good, or DS, I forget. There's one of those, I think it's Advanced. There's a Game Boy Advance version, and then there's, you know, other ways to play this game through downloadables on like Switch and stuff, I think. But again, ultimately, it's a very old game. It feels that way even with all the visual updates and whatnot, but it's got a light charm to it because, again, like I said, this is where it all began. The weakness is that Final Fantasy was structured better, but it also had this to work off of. So they could look at this and go, this is what we shouldn't do. The things that don't work in Dragon Quest. We only have one hero. We can make 4. And later Dragon Quest installments immediately correct those weaknesses that Dragon Quest 1 had. Because, again, I think it was a learning environment and it was the first of its kind. And with that said, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RTH for more live gaming action. And when we come back, we'll have a new series of Let's Play. I'm a little torn on what to do. Some people have asked me to do Chrono Trigger. Some people have asked me to do another Final Fantasy game. So I'm kind of on the fence with where to go next. But what's nice to know is that we finished Dragon Quest. And going forward, we'll only be doing other Dragon Quest games because I feel this is a series I've neglected for so long, and I feel bad for neglecting it because it is a good series. And maybe a part of me is also like, well, I don't want to do 8 until I've done like some of the earlier ones, because I did Dragon Quest 11 already. So to do Dragon Quest 1 and Dragon Quest 11, I've done the beginning and the end of the series as of these videos. And so maybe starting to work our way through the series every once in a while will be a nice little change of pace and feel. So, again, with that said, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys next time.